I want to share something with you guys here. I'll get into more of these as we go. LeBron after the game yesterday was asked a question about, kind of taking the face of the league, being the face of the NBA, being the face of the league. And that Anthony Edwards, since the Lakers had played Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves yesterday, what is it like? Would he give him advice to take over the league? And we already know Anthony Edwards basically said he's not too worried about that. He doesn't really care about that. I want you guys to listen to LeBron's comment, because LeBron's basically saying, why would you want to be the face of the league? Take a quick listen to LeBron here.
I already said he don't want it. Yeah, I say he ain't trying to deal with it. And Channing Frye said it the other day too. Like, it's unfortunate, but like, I don't know. Why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis on everybody?
I'm gonna stop right there. Who do you think he's talking about? Who do you guys think he's talking about? Is it the TNT crew? Is it Barkley? Is it Shaq? Is it them? Is he talking about ESPN? Stephen A., Shannon Sharp, Kendrick Perkins? Who do you guys think he's talking about? I'm just curious to get your guys' up. Is he talking about all of them? Let's keep going here.
Have that responsibility. It's just weird. It's weird energy from the people that, I don't know. But Channing, he said it. He said it perfectly. Couldn't have said it no better. But Ant said he don't want it. Obviously I didn't ask for it. But I knew there was a responsibility for me, not only to my family, my friends, my community, and whoever that was going to follow my journey throughout my career. Not only in Ohio when I started there, but all over America and all over the world when I traveled all over the world. So I've always taken that seriously and understood from the beginning what being a professional was all about and being a role model was all about. So try to hold that with the utmost respect and honor. And but I feel I understand. I completely understand. This is weird energy when it comes to that. So.
Last question.
All right, we'll stop right there. I think it was done anyways. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think of those of his comments, his thoughts there? By the way, there's nobody that can have a better perspective than LeBron when it comes to that topic specifically. Guys, LeBron has been literally the face of the NBA since he was a rookie. When did he get in the league? 2003, something like that? Since he stepped into the league, he's been the face of the NBA. Period. Been the face of the NBA. The negative energy that comes with being the face of the NBA. By the way, I think, one of the things I didn't like last year in the playoffs, I think people wanted it to be Anthony Edwards. And I think, people started making comparisons to Michael Jordan. I'm like, what are you guys doing? It's the first playoff run this guy has been on. Can you give this guy a second? I mean, it's not fair to Ant. And you also can't force it on somebody. It's just got to come. I'll tell you who the face of the NBA is right now. It's Nikola Jokic. It's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Probably going to be Luka, right? Especially now that he's a Los Angeles Laker. It's Shea. It's Wembanyama. You don't have to like it. You don't have to say, well, those players aren't good enough to be the face of the NBA. First off, they are good enough. And if people want to, the personality, this, okay, it is what it is. You just can't force it. Either somebody's the face of the NBA because it's not just their skill set, it's the personality and everything else. There's a lot that comes with it. But it's interesting when he says, like, why would you want to be the face of the NBA? Lent starts on Monday. I just want everybody to know Lent starts on Monday. So technically, this doesn't count. Those two that you just got right there, it doesn't count. It doesn't count. You guys can say whatever the hell you want. Lent doesn't start until Monday. So technically, I can sneeze as many times as I want right now. And then come Monday, then I'm done. I don't want to see any of the comments. All I want people to say is, Slee, bless you. We wish you a full recovery. Shit. Can't believe that happened. Can't believe that happened. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. I had just said it's not going to happen. Unbelievable. I'm going to look at some of the comments here and let's keep going. But listen, I know people are going to say sneeze and all that. Okay, you guys do your thing. But I will say that the energy that he's talking about and what comes with it, you know, I want to go back to when I asked, who do you think he's talking about? Let me find. I think the names that I put out there, I think those are the names. Skip and Stephen A. Skip, Barkley, the entire league. TNT, Stephen A. Other clowns keep hating on playing, especially on Bron. They're MJ fans who can't accept the game is already different from before. Instead of hyping the game, they are criticizing it. I don't watch ESPN pundits anymore. I stick with the locals. They got better takes, not dishing what it sells. Yeah, it's funny. You know, I think part of the problem is, yeah, a lot of people putting here Skip. A lot of people putting here TNT. Doug Gottlieb, I see his name. Here's the problem. Let me tell you guys the problem. The problem is we're in a society now where negativity sells. The louder you are, the more negative you are, the more clicks you're probably going to get. Unfortunately, that's the world that we live in. So let me just kind of set this up. I think the best example that I can give, and you guys know my style. So, you know, my style is my style. It's me. It's literally authentically me. This is how I am. The way I sound and the way I talk with you guys is exactly how I'm going to be when I'm off the air. As long as somebody is true to that, if somebody's style that they are on the air is the same they are off the air, then it's kind of like, okay, I can't really hate on that. If it's all just theater, and it's basically, I'm just going to be as negative as I can possibly be because it gets views. The problem is, if it gets views, they're going to keep doing it. That's the problem. The problem with that situation or the problem with that circumstance is very simple. The problem there is companies, businesses, personalities, if it's getting numbers, they're going to keep doing what gets numbers. If you're running a restaurant, and there's an item that you have that's the best seller, you're not going to take that. And you might even say, this isn't even that good of a dish. The quality of the food isn't even that good. Well, it's flying off the shelves and everybody's ordering it, and keep that item on the menu. And then they're going to have some ads that are out there that promote that item on the menu. And it doesn't matter what you think of the item. If it sells, you're going to keep selling it. They're all running a business. So part of it, I think, also has the responsibility with all of us as well. Like, this ain't a politics show. But go watch news. You know what they don't lead with? They typically don't lead with something positive. They lead with something negative. And because people are watching the fire or the this or the that, I'm talking about just kind of in general, right? Like, that's what they lead with because, hey, there's this happened at this bank or this happened in this state. It was a natural disaster. It's like freaking all over the place. That's what they lead with. They lead with more of the negative stuff. So it's kind of, unfortunately, it's kind of a weird situation when it comes to that. All right, let's see what else we got here. Do you think the NBA on the court was a better product now or 20 years ago? 20 years ago. I think the product was better 20 years ago. I do. I think there was just more nuance to the game. I think it was more strategic. I think it wasn't just as predictable. Now it's just it seems like a math equation. I don't want to watch a math equation. So I think that has more to do with it. This is interesting. Opinion over fact. True. Everything is opinion now. Right? Everything is opinion now. Let's see what we got here. Just trying to get clicks and views. You're right. They are trying to get clicks and views. The problem is they're getting them. So they're not going to stop doing it. If they're getting clicks and views, then they're going to keep doing it. All right, thank you very much for watching the clip. Just want to give a shout out here to one of our partners, the Wallace Firm. They are official injury attorney of the Sliwa Show and Hoops Talk, the entire channel. If you are ever in a need, and I hope you're not, but some type of serious injury with yourself or a family member of yours, I would like to personally help you by introducing you to the best in the business, Brad Wallace and the Wallace Firm. Also got a URL out here that you can use as well. Just go to wallacewins.com/Sliwa. Thank you for their partnership, and thank you for being a part of the Sliwa Show.